Hey Scorpio, this is Moonpie doing your love reading for February 2020 for Scorpio Sun, Moon, Rising, or Venus. So if you would like to get a personal reading from me, join me on the daily live stream, Sunday through Thursday, 3 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, $20 for 3-card reading or a 3-month forecast. If you would like to book a more in-depth reading with me, and you're willing to pay a little bit more and wait a little bit longer, you can find me on the Instant Go app. The box below in the description box has the link there, and you can book that with me. And yeah, it's much easier to get a reading from me on YouTube because I'm there every day and I do them immediately. Okay. So let's see what's going on for you guys for love. You know, these readings are general, and it may resonate with you. It may not, but it's meant to give guidance. So if you need any kind of guidance, then hopefully this will resonate for you. And it's love. So sometimes it's all about love, and sometimes it's about outside or inside influences that affect your love life. So it's not always just strictly love or new love. It can be love represents sometimes family members or friends. You know, love is an umbrella term for all things. Could represent your pet if you're looking for those kind of readings. I mean, probably not, but you know, I can always do readings on pets, although I've never been offered that or asked to do that. Hey, to each his own. All right, so let's see what's going on for you, Scorpio, Sun, Moon, Rising, or Venus for love for February 2020. 2020. All right, Scorpio. I think we got a good shuffle there for you. Love energy for Scorpio. All right, nope. Here we go. Okay, Page of Wands, communication coming, a crush, enthusiasm. Maybe you're delivering it, maybe somebody else is delivering it. Definitely an energy of connecting with someone. This is always, has been, and always will be my crush card. Okay, it's youthful, it's sweet, it's cute. It's like the little boy who has a crush on a little girl, the little girl who has a crush on a little boy. It's that innocent, sweet stuff, right? And there's enthusiasm. This is the excitement one feels when they're around their crush, right? This is the excitement one feels when, like when you're a child and you get home from school and you can't wait to go out and play, or the weekend comes and you're excited. You know that feeling? Well, that's that feeling. And this is communication about that feeling. So let's see. Benefit challenge to this. Okay, strength. Leo energy for some of you. Confidence, struggle with confidence. Okay. There's something coming here where I feel like somebody's going to communicate about how much they like somebody, and they're hoping that the other person will respond. Do you see how she's trying to like, they're hoping the other person won't try to shut them off for saying that, right? I think there's an energy here where whomever is communicating this, oh, I feel for you kind of stuff, it's taking a lot of confidence to bring this out, to bring this about, to say this, to communicate this, to message this to somebody. It's taking an awful lot of strength and courage to bring this about. High Priestess flipped out, driving the reading. So this, all right, so we have Leo energy here. We have Pisces, Cancer energy here, sometimes Virgo. There's secrets. Somebody's keeping a secret. Somebody's not saying too much. Just to say this is a lot. Just to reveal this, or communicating how strong somebody is, or communicating how much they admire their confidence. But this stuff is coming from deep within, and it's really hard to do this. Maybe it's coming from you, ladies. Maybe you guys are like gaining your confidence through listening through tarot card readings. Maybe you're listening to this reading and saying, yep. What do I do? What do I do? Or you're dealing with someone who maybe somebody views you this way, because look, I don't know if you guys have ever noticed, but do you see the scripture there? It says Torah. That represents Torah. That's the Old Testament. And somebody is heavily into scripture or spirituality, okay, has the secret wisdom or secret knowledge. Let's clarify. The High Priestess, the yin and the yang, balance. Oh. Yes. Lust, passion, very attractive, mysterious. The High Priestess, mysterious. And there's a huge, this is male virility. So there's a huge attraction here because of this quiet, subtle behavior. Not saying anything. Somebody's keeping a secret, not sharing the fact that when they wake up in the morning, they have some wood. Or they're just like, because of you, or the thinking of you, or vice versa. My readings are getting comical as the years go by, I must admit. And I can't help but be comical. I can't help it. All right. 10 of Wands in the past. This was such a burden, such a struggle. You know what? Wands always represent that passionate, lusty energy to me. And I think to most readers, they do. And when we have the Page of Wands and the Ace of Wands and the 10 of Wands, there is so much lust. There was so much lust and passion in the past with someone that it almost became a burden to carry around. Why? I don't know. But is it over? Is it dead in the water? No, it's still there. It's still like a childlike crush. The crushes never go away. I know some of you will look back at your crush from when you're in elementary school or high school, and you still look at them, and even though, and maybe you still get that feeling, but maybe you look at them now and you're like, dude, what happened to you? Either way, you still remember how you felt about that person, right? That crush, it's got a crush for a reason. Somebody's got a crush here on somebody who is extremely quiet, extremely secretive. That could be you, Scorpio. Doesn't say very much, keeps things within, watches, but there's like very horny. I'm going to tell you that there's sexual, lusty stuff going on here. All right. And I feel like there's going to be communication from someone in February, possibly on the 8th, about that's still there. It hasn't dwindled away. It used to be a hot burning fire. Now it's just this tiny little red flame, but it's still there. I know that's a feather, but we're calling it a flame. It's still there. They still want that growth, if you know what I mean. Somebody still wants growth. You still want growth, Scorpio. You are still so very attracted to somebody here, this intuitive priestess, princess. All right, crowning. Intuitive priestess, priest, princess, this energy of this person is what I mean to say is all full of wisdom. Crowning. Ace of Swords, the Ace of Wands. Oh, man. Somebody wants to say something. Somebody's got something to say. It's not, there's some kind of an obstacle, this burden. They want to overcome this burden, this obstacle is what I feel here. And it's hard to get through. You're having a hard time, Scorpio, breaking through and cutting through and being clear and concise and saying what you need to say, because the person that you're dealing with, or maybe because you just prefer not to say anything and keep it a secret, but this is making that very hard. Okay. Your passion and your lust for somebody is making it really hard for you to keep quiet. And that seems to basically be your natural way, is to keep quiet. But like I said, it's a little difficult for you to do that. It's this burden that you keep carrying around. Or maybe there's just this energy of this, physical burden you've been carrying around for so long. You want to clear the air. And so I feel like there's communication happening here that's going to take an awful lot of strength to bring forward, and to not feel like a fool for saying it, or to take a risk, but be truthful and honest. And to not be fearful of rejection after saying this. Okay. Because I feel like you would rather just not. But it's almost as if every side is coming at you, telling you, speak, show your passion, speak, bring it out. Now we have more Leo energy. The sun, come, bring it out. Let your light shine, you Scorpio, you. Come out, expose yourself. This is what's going to happen. This is what you need to do. You need to graduate from the Page of Wands to the sun, glowing, positive. Expose it. Bring it out in the open. Because what are you hiding here? That you want that physical connection? You're hiding that. You're keeping that a secret. You're not saying anything about that, about having a passionate, creative embark on this journey with this person in a passionate way. You're keeping that a secret. And the best that you can do is really just talk about mundane things. Like, how's the weather? Weather's good. How's your 401k? 401k's good. That's, how are you managing at work? That's great. But this needs to be the conversation now. And this is what's trying to happen here. Gaining the courage and the confidence to say, you know what? I have a massive crush on you. I want to have sex with you. Saying it. I didn't say do it. I'm just saying it, expressing it. I want to be with you in a physical way. I don't care if we go bowling. I just want to be physically with you, right? And so the opportunity will arise for you to come out into the open with this. Let's clarify. The sun. Stop hiding. Just put it out there. What have you got to lose? You hardly think anybody's going to say no to you, Scorpio. Sun, please. Oh, Sagittarius energy. Peace, harmony, reciprocity. Look at those 2 cups. This was meant to be anyway. So whatever you say is just a matter of time for it to come out and for you both to communicate this to each other. Archangel Uriel, she's there behind the scenes, making this all happen. This thing is meant for you, so you can't F it up. You can't screw it up. You're not going to get rejected. You're not going to get denied. Is it going to work out for you? The answer is yes. The sun is a positive card. It will. And then the angels will conspire behind the scenes, because believe it or not, you're not in control of this. They are. And they will conspire behind the scenes to bring you guys together and mix up your juices just like you want to bless the union. And a big old volcano pow once you reach that peak. All right, what's your advice? I think we know your advice, but what's your advice? Oh, you know what? All right. I can see why you're not, jumping out and doing this. You know why you're not jumping out and doing this? Because you're afraid you're going to lose control. You're afraid you're going to lose your footing. You're afraid if you say something, you're going to feel like you're just like a little child and talking like an immature little child, expressing yourself. You don't want to be seen that way. You want to be seen as cool, calm, and collected with the high priestess. I'm good. You don't need to know everything, So I understand. You want to just keep your foundation firm, and you definitely you do want to keep it strictly business because that's safe for you, but you can't contain it. So your advice, this is a 10. This is the finale. This is to come to the end of this. Your advice is to be done with strictly business. Your advice is to follow that passion. Scorpio, you're not only ruled by Pluto, you are ruled by Mars. Mars has that fiery energy. That's what you need to be embracing, your Mars energy. Mars is a warrior. Mars is fearless. And you've been embracing this energy, which it's not even Pluto. This is like, I don't even know what this energy. No, Pluto doesn't run anything else but Scorpio. You've just been playing it safe. This is safety. Safety in numbers, safe with your family, because you know that. You're okay with that. Taking that risk, taking that chance. Maybe you've done this before and it was a heavy burden for you to carry and you just gave it up because maybe it was just too tough, but you're being called to do it again, to cut through the obstacles. You know what they are. Slice them and dice them. Get them out of the way. Be the victor in this situation. Let's take a look at the person or the environment to you. Ooh, Death card. Well, that's your card. Ooh, you might be dealing with another Scorpio, but if not, this person is definitely like, I am ready for change. I'm shifting on out of here. This person is like, they felt sick, stagnant. You know what happens to water when it stagnates? Stagnating water. Listen, water that just sits and doesn't have a flow or a current going through it, everything rots that's in it. Bacteria grows, swamp, and it starts to smell, right? Scorpio, you are of the water signs, you have the deepest current in the ocean. So, Pisces, I'd say maybe more on the top. They flow much more, a little bit more shallow, flow much more easier. Cancer's a little bit deeper. Cancer's got that shell, a little bit more covered. But Scorpio's way down there at the bottom. Do you know at the bottom of the ocean, there is a deep current that flows? You're like the undertow. Nobody can see you. But everybody has to be warned about you because when you swept someone away, it's done. So what I'm trying to tell you here is that this person has felt like your current has not been flowing and they kind of feel like they've been in a stagnant situation and they're ready to get out because it's death. It's everything around them is dying. They need this shift. They need this change. And I feel like they want to bring it. They want to bring in this change, this connection, this thing has just been burdensome. And they're ready for a shift. They're ready to kill and destroy. You must be dealing with another Scorpio. If you are, you would understand that energy. Scorpio energy has a tendency to, even though it's fixed, to destroy things in order to have rebirth and growth again, bring things new. And this is a time, and this person, I feel like, is going to destroy this. So there can be new growth. New growth. Here we go again with the Wheel of Fortune. Yeah, they think that you are definitely the jackpot, and they're ready to make this change, make this shift, get into a more fortunate situation with you. But are you ready? They've been thinking about this for a really long time. Really, and they haven't been saying anything. They've just been trusting their intuition on this situation, trying to figure out how they feel about it and what they need to do. Hopes and fears. Let's take a look. I feel like I need to spread my cards out a little bit. Hopes and fears. God, I love what I do. Ooh, the devil. Well, there's definitely, so yeah. See, Scorpio, you have a little bit of a fear that you're going to show yourself as being extremely possessive or obsessed with your person. Being it and showing it are two different things. You can't hide the fact that you are obsessed with whomever. This is Capricorn energy for some. You can't hide the fact that you are just so fixed on someone that you keep trying to hide it. But you know what? It's just stop. You know what? You are who you are. Be who you are. If you have a tendency to be that way, whatever. Be that way. That's who you are. Not everybody's like that. Lots of people are, though. And everybody tries to hide it because it's looked down upon or it's whatever. You know, obviously, there's some type of expression or sexual passion here that keeps wanting to come out. You keep putting it away. You keep hiding it. The high priestess, she's the one that keeps privacy, secrets, hidden agendas, key of wisdom, knowledge. I mean, she's definitely in control. She doesn't move. She just sits there, balancing things out, checking her intuition and her guides. She doesn't want this to control her. But you know what? A little bit needs to come out just a bit with this person, because I do feel like whoever you're dealing with, this is also, I think I said this. Did I say this? I did say Leo. There's Sagittarius, Pisces, Cancer, Virgo, Capricorn, Aquarius, Taurus. For those of you that need to know, this person is ready for change. So you fear this obsessiveness because you fear it might be all consuming, but you kind of hope in a way that it will be, because you kind of like that. I don't know. You just kind of like being obsessed with someone and someone being obsessed with you, like in some deep, dark cave. This is, this is sex as well, a sexual obsession. This could represent bondage. Some of you are into that kinky stuff, whatever. There's a lot going on here with you, dark Scorpio people. I don't care how non-dark you pretend to be. You are. Let's take a look at the outcome here. Ooh, the Magician. Gemini, Virgo energy, manifestation of something magical happening here going forward. Holy mackerel. Laying all the cards out on the table. Generosity, giving a little. I know you guys who know me, you listen to my readings, you're like, that's the breadcrumb card. What are you talking about? Breadcrumb. Yeah. Well, maybe it's just that, Scorpio, you will probably like throw yourself on somebody in your raging intensity and then draw back a little bit, but still keep trying to manifest and just keep giving bits and pieces here. See, the reason why you hold back, and you know this, is because if you don't, you'll consume the crap out of this person. And you then that renders you vulnerable. Your control comes by way of keeping quiet. But whoever you're dealing with here sees right through it, and they want you to open up. Ladies, I know this is harsh, but we are dealing with zodiac signs here. And listen, we all have different signs in our chart, so we all resonate in some of these readings one way or another. But I feel like there's definitely a reconciliation happening here. There's self-actualization. There's confession. There's reunion. There's coming to the call, being truthful, being honest with yourself, with what you want, what this person wants. And even if they've been breadcrumbing you just a little bit, to keep themselves at bay, because they could be a Scorpio as well, or whomever. There's an energy here of, despite it all, we're manifesting a new start here. My cards are going on the table, and I'm just going to wow you with my magic tricks, with my wands and everything I have and everything. I left one wand in the past in the world card, and I'm bringing this new one. As it is above, so it is below. We are meant to be together. Your energy knows it. This person is ready for the shift and ready for the change, and they have made this decision. So whether you're coming with them or not, if you want to, you need to tell them. You need to embrace your Mars energy, gain that confidence, and just come at them and say, yo, I want to be with you. And then move along. Stop sitting in this stale, dead water. You have currents. Use them. All right. Have a good February.